I might want some pipe. Look at her. Go Parlay King Sports. What's up, man? Make sure you tap into my NFL plays. I ain't gonna be here long. I'm just recapping off of college football yesterday. Starting off with the Ohio State and Northwestern game, man. You talking about Ohio State looked it soft and sharp in yesterday, man. Especially on the offensive side of the ball, man. Ohio State looked it soft. They was getting pushed around by Northwestern, man. Northwestern. They could not run the ball on Northwestern. They could not control the line of scrimmage on Northwestern. That's very concerning, man. Very motherfucking concerning. And for them to come off the bye, like this is like the fourth week in a row where Ohio State started off slow than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody say, "Oh, it's the win that matters." That's all that matters is the win and shit. Yeah, I understand the win matters, but it's the way you win. You should not be struggling with no goddamn 1-7 Northwestern, man. When they ain't even trying to throw the ball at all. Their whole offense was can trade on running the motherfucking football, bro. That's all they wanted to do was run the football. And y'all couldn't control the line of scrimmage against Northwestern. Northwestern was pushing Ohio State defensive line back. Northwestern had more rushing yards than motherfucking Ohio State. Ohio State looked as soft. CJ Stroud looked as soft. It's like the key to beating Ohio State. All you got to do is shut down motherfucking Marvin Harrison Jr. You shut him down, CJ Stroud ain't got nowhere else to go. He ain't got nowhere to go. He ain't got nowhere to go. It's checkmate. That's checkmate. That's like the fourth game that I've seen. If CJ Stroud don't have Marvin Harrison to throw to, Ohio State is done. He only throw to one motherfucking receiver. One receiver. The Ibuka dude, he okay, but he ain't nothing, man. He ain't nothing to write home against, man. Man, Ohio State is one team away from getting exposed. Exposed. They cannot run the fucking football. I mean, I don't know how many times yesterday it was 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and Ohio State was getting stopped. They was getting stopped, shut down against Northwestern, man. Northwestern. And everybody want to sit here and talk about, oh, it was cold. It was cold and it was raining yesterday and shit, man. That's that. See, you soft. If you say anything about the goddamn weather in that game, you is soft. Straight up. Straight up, man. Because you're supposed to be a football player. You're supposed to have the mental toughness to be like, man, we don't care if it's raining, snowing, 40-degree winds. We Ohio State. We're supposed to go out here and dominate. And you went out there and you let Northwestern shut you out in the first quarter, man. Shut you straight out in the first quarter, man. This is pathetic, man. Ohio State is fucking pathetic, bro. They pathetic, man. They looked as soft yesterday. I did not like what I saw from Ohio State yesterday, man. I don't give a fuck if it was Northwestern. I don't care if it was snowing. I mean, raining, 40-degree winds. I don't care. You Ohio State. You're supposed to line up and push Northwestern back, push them around. But it was the other way around. Northwestern was pushing you around. Northwestern was making Ohio State look soft. Soft. The key to shutting down Ohio State is you blanket Marvin Harrison. CJ Stroud ain't got nowhere else to go, man. He ain't got nowhere else to go. The Smith and Jigma, he injured, man. It's over with. He injured for real. He got a serious injury that needs to be he gonna have to have surgery. He's gonna have surgery, man, to get right. Ryan Day, man, I don't know what you doing, man. You coming off a bye, man. You supposed to have this team ready, bro. You supposed to have them ready to go. And you come out and look like this against Northwestern, man. A 1-7 Northwestern. Let that sink in. 1-7 Northwestern. You can't run the football. How you can't get 1 yard against Northwestern? It's 3rd and 1, and you can't get 1 yard. No, I'm calling it now. So you had to get to Carolina at +10. See, when I released that play, it was Carolina was +10. And then Northwestern, man. Northwestern was pushing Ohio State around yesterday, man. Ohio State looked as soft. They looked as soft. Yeah. Yeah, the Phillies, man, they just ain't have enough offense, man. They just ain't have enough offense. And Houston, they're a good team, man. You know what I'm saying? They're a good team. I tip my hat off to the Phillies, man. They got all the way to the World Series, though. You took down the champions and ATL Braves. You know what I'm saying? You beat the St. Louis Cardinals. You beat the San Diego Padres. Like, man, the Phillies should hold their head up high, man. They went through a lot of teams to get to the World Series. Went through a lot of teams. No, I don't like no Lakers, bro. Hell no. Fuck the Lakers. No, no, I don't like the Lakers, bro. The Lakers are trash. The Lakers are trash, brother. No faith in LeBron, AD. They just names right now. That's all the Lakers is right now. It just names. They just names, man. The Lakers is trash. Don't let that little win streak they got. Don't let that shit fool you. They beat New Orleans. Don't let that shit fool you, bro. The Lakers are garbage. Hot garbage. College basketball start up tomorrow. That's what I'm waiting on. Yeah, we waiting on that college basketball. Yeah, college basketball this week. Yeah, make sure you tap into my college basketball plays. I got up on my page for Tuesday. I already got plays ready to go in college basketball. It's been a minute since college basketball was here, man. It's been a minute. Georgia looked like the best team in the country yesterday. I got to give Stetson Bennett his props, man. And Stetson Bennett be balling, man. All the big games Georgia played in, Stetson Bennett had big games. He done had great games. And yesterday, he had another great game yesterday, man. I got to tip my hat off to Stetson Bennett, man. He getting the job done, man. He getting the job done. Tip my hat off to Georgia for that defense. Man, they did not let Henry Hooker sit. He did what Alabama was supposed to do. Put pressure on him. Matter of fact, Alabama is garbage, man. They garbage, bro. Alabama is hot garbage. I think we seeing the end of Nick Saban as we speak right now. You know, this yes, that's him fuck around and do win the Heisman. You fuck around and do win the Heisman. Especially if you go undefeated. If you go undefeated in the regular season, he, he gonna get it. Tired, bro. Just go ahead and retire, man. I think the game is getting past you, man. You're getting too old and shit. You starting to slip. You know what I'm saying? Alabama ain't the same Alabama no more, man. Giving up. Look, They couldn't even score in the first quarter yesterday. That lets you know. That tell you something right there. An Alabama team that can't score in the first quarter, man. The first quarter, you almost got shut out by halftime to LSU. Alabama is garbage, straight trash. It's like if Alabama ain't at home, Alabama need to play all their games at home for them to win games. Like they can't win no games on the road unless it's against the garbage of the SEC. We talking about Vanderbilt's, uh, Missouri's, you know, Auburn. We talking about the bottom of the barrel teams in the SEC. That's the only way Alabama get a win. They got to be at home because they cannot play on the motherfucking road. Bryce Young that took 2 steps backwards. Like you would think coming off a Heisman performance from Bryce Young, you would think that he would come back super sharp. Man, he come back trash. Man, Alabama ain't got shit best on linebacker, man. They linebackers are overrated as fuck. They ain't got no goddamn defense, man. Alabama defense is overrated than a motherfucker. Trash. Trash, man. You let one motherfucking guy get 5 touchdowns on your defense. Where the fuck was that dude at against Tennessee? Where was Micaiah Parsons at against Tennessee? Where was he? Alabama got their defense is trash. And I'm glad that we don't have to see Alabama in the college playoffs. Like I'm glad. We ain't got to see your mother. We ain't got to see no fucking Alabama and no college playoffs. I'm so happy about that shit. Their season is over with. They might as well hit the transport porter. Transport porter. Yeah, that's what Alabama. That's what them players gonna do. Them players gonna transfer, man. Like Nick Saban. Nick Saban starting to get soft. I think they got another loss coming too. This ain't the last loss. They got another loss coming. Man, Will Anderson is trash. Everybody sit here and tell me Will Anderson the best linebacker in college football. I can't tell. Where was he at yesterday? Where was he at? Where was he at against in the Tennessee game? Will Anderson is overrated than a motherfucker, man. He overrated as fuck. Will Anderson had one good year. The year they won the national title and shit. That's it. He overrated. Man, Alabama, it's over with for Alabama, man. They ain't winning no more championships. That shit over with, bro. That shit over with. It's over. You know, your window has closed. Right. Nick Saban too old, man. He up there, he like 80 years old and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? 80 years old and shit. It's time for him to retire. It's time for these old coaches to retire. And you know how you get Nick Saban to retire? Just take these L's. Just take these L's. He take another L this year, they gonna lose again because I think they play Ole Miss. I don't think they can beat Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss will beat. I think Ole Miss will be too much for Alabama. Alabama ain't gonna be able to handle Ole Miss. That defense, that defense is trash. You can go over the top on Alabama's defense easy, easy. I was watching somebody's channel where a guy told me, he said Alabama only got three interceptions on the season. Three on the whole season. We at week 10, and Alabama only got three interceptions on the whole season. What that tell you right there? That tell you Alabama defense is trash. That shit is trash. And then last night, you let Jalen Daniels run all over your goddamn defense. That's what I'm talking about. You sit here and say Will Anderson is the best linebacker in the country. Where was he at last night, man? Where was he at last night when dude was running all over y'all defense? Dude from LSU, Jaden Daniels, he was running all over Alabama's defense, man. Like every time Nick Saban run across a mobile quarterback, I don't care who it is. Anytime he run up against a mobile quarterback that can throw and run, they always give Nick Saban problems and shit. Always give Nick Saban problems. That's where all his losses come from, is from quarterbacks that can move out the pocket and from run and shit. Run and throw. And then on top of that, Nick said when you lost to LSU to Brian Kelly, his first year at LSU, his first year, you lost. You lost to him, man. You lost. I'm telling you, man, Alabama getting soft. Ohio State looks soft. Ohio State looked as soft as Charmin yesterday, man. That shit was pissing me off, man, watching that game yesterday, man. Looking at these players and shit, complaining about the rain and the 40-degree winds and shit. Man, you soft as fuck, man. When the NFL players got to play in the rain, snow, 20-degree weather, I'm talking about in the playoffs in Green Bay when it's negative 35 fucking degrees outside. Do you see them NFL players complaining about this? Oh, it's cold. It's too cold outside to play. No, ain't no complaining, man. Ain't no complaining, man. And these Ohio State fans is pissing me off with these excuses talking about, oh, it was raining yesterday. It was too much 40-degree winds. That was just too much for us and shit. Man, y'all soft as Charmin, bro. You weak-minded. Ohio State they ain't showed me no mental toughness yesterday. Northwestern showed me all the mental toughness yesterday. Northwestern. Man, Will Anderson, man, now stop talking about Will Anderson, man. He ain't nothing, man. Will Anderson is nothing, bro. He overrated. That's what he is. He is overrated, bro. Overrated. You got to go with Parsons and the Cowboys right now because he in the league doing it right now. Ain't no complaining, man. When you in the NFL, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. When they paying you, when they paying you millions of dollars, bro, millions of dollars to go out there and play this fucking football game, bro. Ain't no complaints, bro. You can't complain. Ain't no complaining. With these college players complaining about, oh, it was 40 degree winds and it was raining and it was cold. We couldn't get our offense. I don't want to hear that, man. You soft, man. Ohio State soft, bro. They soft. And I'm calling it right now. What's today's date? I'm calling it right now. November 6th. I'm calling it right now. You can book this, man. Take it to the bank. Michigan is going to beat Ohio State. Mark my words, bro. Mark my words. Michigan going to beat Ohio State, man, because they ain't physical. Ohio State ain't physical, man. They couldn't even push over Northwestern. And how the fuck you I'm gonna believe that you're gonna be able to push over Michigan? Michigan got the best offensive line in college football. Motherfuckers don't even know that. The best offensive line in college football right now is in Michigan. Is in Michigan. Michigan offensive line is so physical. They play so physical. They attack the line. Man, I can't wait because Michigan right now is probably like a 14-point underdog right now. You know, if you go look at the look ahead spreads, they probably got Michigan 14-point underdog right now. So that means that the money line gonna be probably about 600. Michigan on the money line. Michigan got great running backs and a great offensive line. And I don't see Ohio State stopping that shit, bro. I don't see that shit, man. If you couldn't get past, man, you couldn't be physical with Northwestern, bro. Northwestern, you couldn't be physical with them. How the fuck you gonna beat Michigan, man? How you gonna beat Michigan? Michigan don't never complain about it's cold outside and it's raining and shit. They don't never complain. They got hella mental toughness up there in Michigan. Michigan gonna run all over Ohio State, man. I'm telling you, man, because Ohio State ain't physical. They ain't physical at all. They can't push around nobody. That offensive line is soft. How the fuck Northwestern had more rushing yards than Ohio State? Let that sink in. Northwestern had more rushing yards than Ohio State. And Ohio State's supposed to have these five-star running backs. Ohio State's supposed to have 3, 4, 5 motherfucking five-star running backs. Where that shit was at yesterday. Dude from Northwestern, he looked way better than any running back Ohio State had in their stable yesterday. No, that's crazy, man. Northwestern should never out rush you in no game. No matter if you at home in Northwestern, motherfucking in Dublin, Ireland, overseas in the UK. It don't matter where you at, man. Northwestern should never outgain Ohio State on the run game. You supposed to be Ohio State. Telling you, man. Put your money on motherfucking Michigan. Put your money on Michigan, man. You want to get that money? You know what I'm saying? You want to get this motherfucking money, man. Put your money on Michigan, man. Put your money on Michigan. Tell you. You put your money on motherfucking Ohio State, you're going to lose your shit. You're going to lose that shit. We going all in. We betting the whole house on Michigan to beat Ohio State, man, because them motherfuckers soft, man. Soft is sharp. And you know what? I hope I hope that Michigan Ohio State game 50 degrees. I hope it's nasty, cold. I swear. I wish it was snowing. You know what I'm saying? Because that shows you mental toughness for real when you got to go out there in the snow. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out here in the snow and they telling you it's -5 degrees out here. Yeah. That's that's that weather. Who wants it? Who want it bad? You gonna see Ohio State fold like girls and shit. Talking about it's cold and raining and shit. And what they fail to realize, Northwestern had to play in that shit too. You got like Northwestern was playing on indoors while y'all was outside playing in, you know what I'm saying, football and shit. Northwestern was out there in that shit too. And they was doing the same shit. Northwestern was out there in the snow. We're out there in the rain, in the cold, and they was running all over Ohio State's ass, getting shut out by Northwestern in the first quarter. You get shut out. You couldn't even score nothing against Northwestern. A 1-7 Northwestern. I ain't like what I saw yesterday. I don't care if Ohio State did get the win yesterday. I don't like what I saw. I don't like what I saw. And you coming off a bye. So you had 2 weeks to prepare for these motherfuckers. You had 2 weeks to prepare for Northwestern, man, and you come out flat. And then the first thing people say, "Oh, the Ohio State fans is it was cold and it was the wind was crazy." I don't. That's excuses, bro. I don't like excuses, man. I hate fucking excuses. I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. Northwestern, they was outside getting pumped. Like they was out there pumped in the rain. Like, yeah, bring it on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit didn't hurt them from running all over Ohio State's ass. Fucking pathetic, man. Pathetic, man. Northwestern, man. Come on, man. Northwestern. Northwestern. Like you ain't even I can see if this was like Illinois or who else in the Big Ten that could run the ball good? Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? I could see if it was one of them teams. I'm be like, okay, that's Wisconsin. Like they known for, Wisconsin. If you look at their history, they keep running backs. That's what they do. They run the football all day long. No matter who behind there, somebody running the football. That's their history. Is a run game, strong, heavy run game. But this is Northwestern, man. This is Northwestern. And then I think it was Ohio State got stopped on fourth down a couple of times. You get stopped on fourth down versus Northwestern, man. Like, I mean, it's just people don't understand the opponent, man. Like, you can't struggle with Northwestern and still be considered one of the top teams in college football and shit, man. Like they should drop Ohio State to like four. Like it should Georgia number one. I will put Michigan number two. Like Georgia number one, Michigan number two, TCU number three, and then I'll put Ohio State at four. That would be my top four. Got paid off Notre Dame yesterday. Got paid off for Texas A&M yesterday. Good looking out, Jimbo Fisher. Good looking. Good looking. Shouts out to Iowa yesterday too. Good looking. Shouts out yesterday. Shouts out to y'all, man. Hey, shouts out to Kansas State too, because I had Kansas State +7. I bought the points. You know what I'm saying? I bought the points to give me Kansas State plus the 7. They end up losing by. So shouts out to Kansas State. Who else? Shouts out to Liberty. Shouts out to Liberty, man. You know what I'm saying? We had Liberty. Shouts out to Navy. You know what I'm saying? We had Navy +21 yesterday. Shouts out to y'all, man. The Navy Academy. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all, bro. And shouts out to Army with that cover yesterday. It was close, nail biting, but you got the job done for us yesterday, Army. Shouts out to Army and Navy. We going off into this NFL Sunday ticket today. We got one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Oh, we got six. We got 6 games today in the NFL. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. 1 o'clock almost here. So we get to this NFL Sunday. But I saw a whole lot of stuff yesterday in college football I did not like. Starting with the Ohio State game. Uh, who else was somebody else? I mean, I'll put TCU ahead of Ohio State, man, because you gotta punish Ohio State for struggling with motherfucking Northwestern and shit. Struggling. Shouts out to Notre Dame yesterday, man. Shouts out to Notre Dame, man. You know what I'm saying? Clemson was overrated. It was about a amount of time for them to run into that right opponent. See, Notre Dame showed you yesterday. You don't have to have 5-star recruits. It's all about being physical. That's how Notre Dame won their game yesterday. They was way more physical than Clemson. Way more physical. They ran the football down Clemson's throat, and Clemson couldn't do nothing about it. Like they was way more physical in the trenches. Way more physical in the trenches. And Dabo don't know what quarterback he want to go with. He go with DJ. DJ go out there, fuck up. Then he go with the rookie. The rookie go out there, he throw a pick six. You know what I'm saying? Then you go back to DJ. Like you playing musical chairs with your quarterback. You don't even know who you are. And when you play musical chairs with your quarterbacks, that means you ain't got no quarterback. You ain't got no quarterback when you playing musical chairs with your quarterbacks. You ain't got no quarterback. You ain't got one, man. That's the lock for the day, man. Make sure you own that. Make sure you own that. See, if you can't get the 10, then you know what I'm saying, like you wasn't on top of your business, man. Because when I drop these plays, man, you got to be on it, man. ASAP, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The spreads drop. They drop and go up, man. So you know what I'm saying? When I drop these plays, man, you got like a day to get these plays in, locked in. Like you can't be waiting no 3, 4, 5 days and then try to come back and get that spread. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. You waited too long. But I still like Carolina with the 7.5, regardless. Like I still like Carolina with the 7.5, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a big day today, man. We got a big day today in the NFL, and then we got college basketball tomorrow and Tuesday. I think it start Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I go hard in the lab, man, and make sure I want y'all to win, man. You know what I'm saying? If you rocking with Parlay King Sports, man, I want to make sure you win. You know, I go hard at my research, bro. You know what I'm saying? You rocking with me, man. I want you to win, bro. And I'm pulling up the schedule right now. I've been waiting on college basketball for a minute, man. Make sure you tap into that college basketball plays too, man. You know, that two-team parlay gonna come through. Sack, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't miss out on that. Akron, what's that? College basketball? All you gotta do, man, just hit me up, bro. Just hit me up. I got you, bro. I got you. You know what you take, Wake Forest. You see, it's too early to be doing first half spreads. It's too early for that. You know what I'm saying? Akron playing South Dakota State. Mhm. All right, let me see. They go. They go to some games for tomorrow. Let me see how many games they got for tomorrow. Okay, they got a nice little slate of games for tomorrow. But the games that I gave you is for no, it is for tomorrow because Duke play tomorrow. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Duke play tomorrow. You see, when I locked it in, it was Duke minus 15. It spread the balloon up to 18 and a half. Now, yeah, I got Duke minus 15. As soon as I saw that, I locked that in. Hold up, lock this set. And then we got Vermont. I think Vermont played Tuesday. I don't see them coming up on my screen. Yeah, I see. Oh, I'm gonna be off into it. I'm gonna be off into it. You know, I'm gonna have some plays. I'm gonna have some plays. But the two plays I gave you was Duke minus 15 and Vermont minus 12. And Vermont play Tuesday. Because they ain't coming up on my screen. So Duke play tomorrow, and then Vermont play Tuesday. That's a nice two-team parlay for you, man. Oh yeah, you best believe I'm gonna put in like a 16 parlay tomorrow, 6 or 17 parlay tomorrow for college basketball. Yeah, I was just coming over here because I was recapping from college football yesterday and talking about Ohio State looked soft yesterday. He was talking about it was cold and rain. That's what they kept saying. Like, oh, it was cold and rain. I don't want to hear that shit. when y'all getting paid. Y'all, and those college football players get NIL money and shit. Like, I damn sure don't want to hear that shit. You let Northwestern push you around and shit. You couldn't even push Northwestern around. Like that's a telltale sign right there, man. Like you can't push Northwestern around. Like, Northwestern too physical for you. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get some games in, man. Yeah, they got games all the way until 11:30 at night tomorrow. So hell yeah. All right. Yeah, we can't wait for this, man. It's been a minute since I've seen college basketball, man. Yeah, Duke play at 7 tomorrow. Frank, let me lock in some of these players right now. I see that guy you talking about Akron playing San Diego State. You know what? I probably would take San Diego State with the 4 points. Yeah, they play tomorrow at 7 o'clock. All right. I just I just put in a 14 parlay for college basketball. Yeah, man, just hit me up on Twitter at Go Parlay King Sports, man. Make sure you got a cash out, man. And let's get to it. Let's get this money, man. I'll get back to the college basketball later on today. Got to focus on this NFL today. Got to focus on this NFL. Kansas City and Tennessee play tonight. That's the night game. And the Lakers play Cleveland. We got NBA today. It's only 4 games, but we'll take it. Oh yeah, shit. That's because people waiting on soon as the NFL over with, you're gonna start seeing people start looking towards They're gonna start talking about college basketball soon as NFL over with today. Just wait. Wait till about 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock. That's when people are gonna start talking about college basketball. Shit, one of my clients hit a 5-team parlay yesterday. And then we missed out on the NBA one game last night, man. Portland Trailblazers, man. Y'all couldn't. I thought y'all was. They covered the first time. That was a back-to-back game. They covered the first game. I should have known they weren't gonna come back and cover that second game. Last night, they just got completely blown out last night, man. Brooklyn Nets starting to look good. I think Jock Vaughn might get that. He might get that head coaching job, man. You keep winning, they fuck around and give him that shit, man. Like, you bring Brooklyn out of that hole they in. They fuck around and give Jock Vaughn that job. Kyrie Irving, he weird, man. He a weird guy, man. Like you the wrong guy to be trying to have a message. You know, he needs to understand, like, bro, you in a league where multiple eyeballs are on 24/7. You can't go around and say and do whatever the hell you want to do just because you got money. Like it's a certain way you got to move when you get to the top like that, man. And Kyrie Irving is moving stupid in the league no more. It's supposed to be about hooping and championships. And he's sitting here talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with basketball. He used to be my favorite player in the league until he started going sideways, and then I just dropped him. I'm like, nah, I don't need. You ain't even my favorite player now. My favorite player in the league now is Luca. You know what I'm saying? Luca and Giannis and Donovan Mitchell. I like Donovan Mitchell too, man. He a dog. Donovan Mitchell, a dog, man. Like, I really like Donovan Mitchell. I really like Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, man, they got a nice team. I just need to see that shit against Milwaukee because Milwaukee is they in the top of the East right now. So I need to see Cleveland play Milwaukee, see what that look like. But Cleveland got enough dogs that they could win the East, bro. Cleveland Cavaliers could win the East this year, man. That's how many dogs they got in they stable. Like Chris LeVert, a dog. Donovan Mitchell, a dog. Darius Garland, a dog. Uh, Jared Allen, a dog. All right. Then you got the Mobley brothers, they dogs. Like, man, all right. You got a whole stable full of dogs. They 7-1. They right behind Milwaukee. Right behind Milwaukee and shit. Don't sleep on the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro. Yeah, make sure you tap into my college basketball plays, man. Like I said, Duke play tomorrow. Duke play tomorrow. Vermont play Tuesday. So that's a nice 2-team parlay. Make sure you go 2-1. Guarantee you go 2-0 tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but you'll get 1-0 tomorrow and then 1-0 Tuesday. My college football plays, I ain't gonna drop them today. I'm gonna drop them first thing in the morning. This pre-talk show, man, they'll talk your head off. Like they got two shows before football. That's the only thing I don't like about these pre-shows. Like you give me a pre-show at 11 o'clock. They go from 11 to 12 with a pre-show, and then another pre-show from 12 to 1 o'clock. I mean, I guess it's supposed to get you hyped for football, but I'll be wanting to see football, man. Like, y'all be talking about, and everybody talk your head off about who they like and matchups and all that shit. And I'll be ready. I'll be ready to see the game, like man. Yeah, shout out to Houston, man. They got it done last night, man. Houston. Dusty Baker finally got him a World Series and shit. Whoa. Took him a minute to get that motherfucker. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, man. You know, if you want more plays, college football, NBA, college basketball, NFL, hit me up, man. Y'all have a great day.